I'm Chris Lawrence in Dallas with your headlines from North Texas. The search is over for an off-duty Dallas firefighter whose kayak overturned this weekend. Search teams recovered the body of Juan Chaidez from Lake Lavon, and Tiffany Liu shows us how he's being remembered now.
They all hoped for a different outcome.
He'll be missed for a very long time.
But this morning at Lake Lavon in Collin County, reality set in. Juan Omar Chaidez is gone.
We're very tight-knit, and we've been tight-knit for a long time.
Wes Southard is a Dallas firefighter. For years, worked side by side with Omar at Station 43. Over the weekend, police say while Omar was off-duty kayaking with his dog and without a life jacket, he went missing. He was found dead on Monday.
I think wherever he went, he made sure that everybody else was happy, made sure that everybody else was cared for.
Omar was with Dallas Fire Rescue for more than 6 years as a fire rescue officer, but he was so much more than his career. He was a dog dad, a stand-up paddleboarding and kayaking hobbyist, a loving son.
He loved his mom very much.
And a loyal friend to many.
He had friends everywhere, all over the country.
Including in the West Coast, where Omar was from.
One of my best friends. I've been really close for the last 11 years.
Jeremy Reese is grieving.
As a kind, strong, loving human.
He says Omar helped people beyond his duty as a Dallas firefighter. In October 2017, Jeremy was with Omar and their group of friends at the Route 91 Harvest Music Festival in Las Vegas as the mass shooting unfolded.
Every news report had him unmistakably helping somebody in the middle of Las Vegas Boulevard to get to the hospital. But that's Omar.
He says Omar's instincts saved lives.
He's definitely a born first responder.
To his Dallas community and his friends in every corner, Omar Chaidez was a hero.
He was just a genuinely good soul.
In Dallas, I'm Tiffany Liu.
The man accused of opening fire at the State Fair of Texas has now agreed to plead guilty. Cameron Turner reached a plea deal with Dallas County prosecutors right before jury selection was about to begin. He'll go to prison for 22 years for aggravated assault and unlawful carry. Turner told police a group of large men approached his family and he, quote, went into defense mode. He shot and wounded 3 people near the food court, and it's still unclear how he managed to get a gun inside. There was a massive response to an apartment fire in Fort Worth. It happened Monday at the Cooper on West Rosedale Street. Investigators say they found flames on the top floor and smoke spreading through the building. About 150 firefighters responded to the scene and evacuated everyone, and they had to rotate shifts due to extremely warm temperatures outside. It's not clear how it started, but a maintenance worker told authorities an AC unit may have caught fire. And check this out, a car slammed into a home in Fort Worth on Saturday night. It happened in a neighborhood southwest of I-35 and Alta Mesa Boulevard. The family who lives there says the car crashed into their living room where their 2-year-old typically watches TV. Fortunately, no one was injured. The family says they happened to be in the kitchen just feet away from that car. Police arrested the driver for driving while intoxicated. And a similar crash happened in Plano in that same week. A pickup truck plowed into a family's home, striking a mom and her 3-year-old son. She told Richard Solomon they're lucky to be alive.
Well, this is the outside of his room.
Basically, his whole room is out here.
If there's any reason for the Danielsons to be grateful,
How are we alive? That's the only thing I've been thinking, really.
you don't have to look much further than right outside their front door.
I was always worried that it was going to happen to us, but I never thought it would.
Where Mitch, Brandy, and their 3-year-old son Nash are standing is where her fear came true. Early Wednesday morning, Plano police say a truck drove through the home. It hit the 3-year-old's room.
We were sleeping here.
On this back side of this wall,
And
right,
he found
right where
us
the car impacted.
back that way on that wall, almost in my stepdaughter's room.
Mitch had to dig them out of the rubble. The truck knocked down walls and destroyed furniture.
You've ever heard a bomb actually go off? That's basically what it was.
And Plano police say 20-year-old Javier Munoz Jr. is facing several charges, including evading arrest. Police say as they were taking him to the hospital for evaluation, he got out of a patrol car and tried to run. Officers say he was driving intoxicated.
That anger towards him.
Nash and his mother will be okay, thankfully. Nash has a black eye and had to get staples in his head. Brandy a fractured arm and injuries to her back.
A truck literally threw us into a wall.
But most importantly,
Yeah, you just be thankful.
they can hold on to each other.
Seeing right after is bad.
In Plano, I'm Richard Solomon.
A homeowner spotted a coyote prowling around his property in East Dallas, not far from White Rock Lake. Check it out. This video is from a home on Wild Valley Drive. Security cameras captured the coyote walking from the backyard to the front door, then take off running toward Walling Drive. We've reached out to Dallas Animal Services to see if they've received other reports from that area. But just a couple months ago, 2 children were injured when a coyote chased them down White Rock Creek Trail. Officials say if you do encounter a coyote, yell loudly and make yourself appear as big as possible. Well, if you watched the NBA Finals, you saw a couple players from North Texas battling for the title. Jobin Punniker went back to where it all started. For Oklahoma City Thunder Cason Wallace, that was Richardson High School, and Indiana Pacer Miles Turner, Euless Trinity.
Before they got on NBA's biggest stage, they starred on a much smaller local stage.
Keep being you. You know, you're a great player. You're a great person. Keep being you. Don't ever change.
Cason Wallace of the Thunder was a superstar from Richardson High School. Miles Turner of the Pacers was an elite big man for Euless Trinity.
He hasn't really changed. None of this success has gotten to him.
Mark Valines was Miles' coach. Miles was a once unknown recruit who burst onto the scene and then on to Texas, a big-time floor spacer and rim protector.
Just go, yeah, this kid's going to be good. I mean, he's going to be tall, and he's going to be really good, and you knew what kind of human he was, but you had no idea, like, this dude's going to be a 7-footer and play in the NBA Finals for the Indiana Pacers.
Blocked by Turner. Kevin Lawson coached the electric guard who went on to Kentucky.
Wallace, another three.
An elite defender who fit right into OKC.
You were the coach that coached Cason Wallace, and I'm like, yeah, that's me. I don't even really have a name anymore sometimes.
Cason is the Hamilton Park product, wore it proudly on draft night. We spoke with Cason's parents.
I mean, Hamilton Park means a lot for him. It means a lot to him. He loves his Hamilton Park. I'll say that.
Both have a legacy that traces back to North Texas. No matter what jerseys they wear now, we know their true home team.
He's definitely made us proud around here.
In North Texas, I'm Jobin Punniker.
Now, while Wallace is the one who got to hoist the trophy, both players are clearly big winners. And those are your headlines from North Texas.